Hello students, how are you all? I think you all are good and well. Students, today we are going to start the equations of motion. I think now you all are familiar with what is distance, displacement, acceleration, velocity, speed, average speed and uniform circular motion. So today we are going to do the derivations for equation of motion by graphical method. So first of all, before starting this, you should know how to draw graph, okay, and the terms related to this graph. So first of all, the first term which you are going to use, that is small u. Small u means initial velocity, okay. Then v. V is final velocity. To represent final velocity, we use v. Then a is called acceleration. We can use small a for acceleration, okay. Then t is the time taken, clear. Then s. What do you mean by s? S means displacement here. Don't write distance as s. Here s means displacement. So all these are the terms which we are going to use in our derivations of equations. And students, always remember that only one graph is required for all three equations. So it is very good that if you learn the graph in a very better manner, so that you can use that graph again and again for all three equations, okay. So let us take here one velocity time graph, and you know that how to draw graph. This is your x-axis, and here on x-axis we are going to display time, okay, and time we measure in second, clear. This is O, the point O, origin, and on y-axis we are going to show velocity. What we are going to show? Velocity. And what is the SI unit of velocity? Meter per second. You will write here in bracket meter per second, okay. Is this clear? X-axis we have taken time, on y-axis we have taken velocity, okay. So let us assume that an object is moving from the position A along with initial velocity u. So from O to A, what will be the velocity? That will be u, clear. Since we know that initial velocity is indicated by small u, okay. Let us assume that the A travels from A to B. B is the final position of an object. Then we have to draw one line parallel to x-axis and perpendicular to y-axis. Do you know what is perpendicular? Like this is one line, and if I draw one line here of 90 degree, then that line is called perpendicular. I think you know, you must have read in your in your maths, okay. So this is your perpendicular, and another line we will draw from B to x-axis which is parallel to y-axis and perpendicular on x-axis. Okay, so let us indicate this point. Let us take, this is O, this is A, B. Let us take this C and it is E. Now I think all the things are clear to you. We will draw one more line parallel to x-axis and let us take it as, what we can take? We can take it as F. Okay. So this is initial velocity from O to A. This is initial velocity. When it reaches B, then this whole will become final velocity V. Are you getting me? I can write here also this whole velocity as V. Up to here it is V and up to here it is U. This is initial velocity and this is final velocity. I think it is clear to you all. Then here the time is 0. When the object has not started, the time we will take has 0. And here the time will be it is T1 and it is T2. Then the time will be T here. Okay? Is this clear to you? I am repeating once again that we have taken one velocity time graph of an object that moves under uniform acceleration. Okay? And what the slope will give to us? The slope will be equivalent to acceleration. Okay? This is slope and this slope is equal to the acceleration, and the slope will be equivalent to what we can write? BF upon FA, isn't it? This is BF and this is FA. Or we can say that it is equivalent to tangent also, which you are going to read in trigonometry. From here you can remember that this tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. And what is perpendicular here? BF. And what is base here? AF. Student, this thing you are going to read in your higher classes in trigonometry, in maths. Till now you can remember that this tan theta is equivalent to acceleration is equal to slope and it is equivalent to perpendicular upon base. And what is perpendicular here? BF. And what is base here? FA. So what will be the value of this? If it is full is V and this one is U, then this will be V minus U. Okay. I repeat once again. This full is V and when we minus it from U, then this portion will be V minus U. So I can place it here. Slope is equivalent to A and what is PF? V minus U upon what is FA? This FA is just parallel to time axis and it will be equivalent to T. So when we cross multiply it, it will be V minus U is equal to AT. And we can write V is equal to U plus AT. And we will write like this here. And what is this? This is called first equation of motion. I think it is clear to you all. Once again, I am going to repeat it. First of all, we have to consider, students, this equation is very easy and very important. If you remember it once, then easily you can find the second equation as well as third equation. You have to remember all these terms used like u is initial velocity, v is final velocity, and a is acceleration, t is the time taken, and s is displacement here. Okay, then we have to draw one graph. Take x-axis and y-axis. X-axis will represent time and y-axis will represent velocity. Okay, here I have assumed that the object A starts from here with initial velocity u and reaches to B. This full velocity, this BC will be V. And if I subtract BC minus FC, then I am going to get this position, that is V minus U. Okay. Then I have taken slope. What is slope? This line. Slope is acceleration. And acceleration is also equivalent to tan theta. And I have told you here tan theta is equivalent to perpendicular upon base. What is perpendicular here? This BF. And what is base? This FA. Okay. Then in place of BF, I have put V minus U upon, in place of FA, I have put T. When we cross multiply it, then I am going to get V minus U is equal to AT. And I can reset it and write again V is equal to U plus AT. Is it understood by you? And which is the first equation of motion. And it will give velocity time relation also. Okay. So I think this velocity time graph is clear to you and all the terms related to it is very easy. You can easily make the slope and find whatever given in the graph. And students, same graph we are going to use in our second equation also and in third equation also. So till then, thank you. Have a nice day.